Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable juries, honorable all audiences, thanks to Allah that I meet you in this great event that is in this big competition in the very well condition. Salawat and salam are always sent to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In this nice occasion, I would like to deliver a speech entitled "The Global Thinking of the Civilian Generation in Modernization Without Shifting the Indonesian Cultural Tradition." Dear ladies and gentlemen, globalization and civilian generation is such a coin with its two sides. They cannot be separated. Globalization affects the youth and the whole society at large. Global transformation that range from cultural, historical, technological, and demographic changes require people, especially youth, to develop new skills and habits that are far ahead of what the educational system can nowadays deliver. Globalization has promoted a cross-fertilization of ideas, cultural values, and aspirations. Thus, it has helped to connect all people not only to the rest of the world but also among each other. I believe that you enjoy your Facebook, you tweet your Twitter on your leisure time, you check your WhatsApp, don't you? That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That shows how much you are affected by globalization. Don't you realize it? My dear audiences, one of the problems facing the nation and the third world countries, including Indonesia, are keeping the tradition or heritage of the noble values of the past in the middle of the process of modernization and globalization. The Indonesian today face various crises like corruption, violence, intolerance, and dishonesty. Modernization and development of science and technology bring the excess trait of attitude materialistic, individualistic, secularistic, even hedonistic. This situation is certainly as the traditional values of Indonesia are considered noble, such as harmony, simplicity, and social care. As a result, the problem of democratization and identity crisis engulfing this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we know exactly that the process of acculturation could not be avoided. It must become for all nations. If the Indonesian people understand his own identity as a nation with a culture that lives and grows, the globalization will not be feared as a threat to the Indonesian culture. But how? It seems to be difficult to answer. But revitalization of Pancasila and local wisdom is our seems to be right answer of the question. Revitalization of Pancasila and local wisdom is a worthy and urgent to look in a form to counteract the excesses of modernization and globalization. Moral teachings stem from Pancasila and local wisdom, which stresses social awareness. Simplicity and power of human mind must be internalized intensively and planned to learners and the wider community. Do you realize, my dear ladies and gentlemen? Source of all crises in the perspective of the life of society and state. It's not inability of Indonesia to implement Pancasila values into practice in everyday life of society, nation, and state. Though Pancasila has been agreed as a way of life and the basis of the state when the state of Indonesia was established, still is it not implemented optimally yet. To overcome these issues, then the nation and character building program, which was once proclaimed by Bung Karno, should be encouraged back. The government and society should care about ethics and character education based on Pancasila values and our local wisdom. As conclusion, I am sure if the character formation of Indonesian nation is working well, then dissolving the values of national identity as a result of the same spirit of globalization and modernization can be prevented. Still, Indonesian people can take advantage of advance and technology to create a modern society at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, That's my short speech on how globalization affects the Indonesian cultural tradition and the ways may encounter it. I'm Habibullah Aththaariq. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.